guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a great day. I am back with another video again, finally. College work is literally getting out of hand and I am just so busy, but I did want to film a video today. I woke up today to my period and I was just like, ugh. And I put on some makeup and I was like, I'm going to do a video today, do some photo shoots for Instagram and get loads of college work done. I've been awake since 6, so I'm actually quite tired. It's now 25 past 1 and I just said I've wanted to film this video for such a long time, but I've equally been putting it off for such a long time because I'm so nervous to do it, but in reality it's such a normal thing. So anyway, enough of me rambling. For today's video I'm going to be filming a kind of a guide to your period for the first time you get your period, because I know when I got my period I watched a load of these and I really enjoyed them, and I'm not sure if there was a lot there on it, and I kind of just wanted to give maybe just a basic guide to it. So yeah, if you would like to subscribe, please do subscribe, comment, like, whatever, all that good stuff, and yeah, we'll get right into it. Okay, so we're gonna go right into it. So we're gonna be looking up what is a period first. What is menstruation definition? Okay, that's the easiest way to do it. No, I don't want you to read it out though. Okay, so menstruation or a period is normal vaginal bleeding that occurs as part of the woman's monthly cycle. Every month your body prepares for pregnancy when you've hit puberty, so that's when you get your period. If no pregnancy occurs, the uterus or womb sheds its lining and the menstrual blood is partly blood and partly tissue from the inside of the uterus. So that's what it is first off, because I know when I got my period, I knew what it was, but I didn't know what it was. Do you know what I mean? Like, I knew every woman got one, but I didn't exactly know what happened. So yeah, that's it. So when you hit puberty, I hit puberty, well, I got boobs at like 11, but I got my period when I was 12. So that's when I hit puberty, and that's when I got my period. So basically what happens is your body, you change. Like for women, you get boobs, you know, you start to get your period and all of those things. So loads of things happens, your hips widen and everything like that, and that's, you know, that's all normal stuff. And then you get your period. So basically your body, once you hit puberty, you are ready to have a baby, and obviously your body's ready. That doesn't mean you're ready. Like 12 years old, you're not going to be having a baby, hopefully. So like, you know, so your body is adapting to all of these changes, and that's when your period occurs. So yeah, so I suppose the basics are, you've got your period, what do I do? So there's two different things you can use. I realised I only brought in one. Oh no, I didn't. So, well, there is more than two different things you can use, but I use two things, or one thing actually. I'm all over the place today. So you can use, so your collection method, so you can use a pad. So this is what a pad looks like here. So this is a purple one. This would be a smaller pad, and then I have a nice pad here. Or you can use a tampon. So I'm going to go get it right into these. So this is a pad here. Now I don't use the purple ones because my flow is really heavy. I always use the blue ones. For me, these are pointless because I just fill them up so quickly. That's disgusting. No, it's not disgusting, but it's TMI. So what you're going to want to do is, when you first get your period, is to figure out what your flow is like and all of that good stuff. Just figure it out, and it's going to take trial and error. So here we have a pad. So this is what we're working with here. Now I wear pads all the time, and you just take it off like this. Oh, this one doesn't have wings. Okay, that's annoying. That's why I don't use it. So this pad doesn't have wings, but there are pads that do have wings. So when you take this off, this is just sticky. See that? That's literally sticky. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your pair of underwear. Now ideally I recommend the ones that have wings, so they're not going to be moving and sliding and you won't be leaking. Press this down on your underwear and wrap the wings around the sides of your underwear, and that's why I recommend pads, because they're so beginner friendly and so easy to use. So if your first time period, I really recommend pads over tampons. And then we have tampons. I've only used these a couple of times because, to be honest with you, I don't really like tampons. And tampons can actually be quite dangerous if left inside for too long. I think it's like if it's left in more than 6 hours, you could actually develop TSS, which is toxic shock syndrome, and it can also make you more prone to UTIs. So just be careful about that. But this is one of the Tampax Pearl, and these are probably my favourite tampons when I do wear tampons. Kind of wore them in the summer when I was going swimming and all of that. And here you have one here. So this is what a tampon looks like. Oopsies. That's what a tampon looks like. So there's going to be some thread to push out, and then there's an applicator here, and literally what you're going to do is I recommend putting one leg on your bed or your toilet seat or whatever, spreading your legs and just trying to feel and get it up there. Now it's going to be uncomfortable, it shouldn't hurt, but it will be uncomfortable, and when you've got up as far enough as you can, you just push this like that, and that's going to go up into the vagina like that, and so it goes up like this. And then when you have that done, this string is ready for you to pull out. Now I personally, like I said, I don't like tampons because I find that they're really uncomfortable, and I don't like the fact that there's something inside me, but that's just my personal opinion. I don't judge anybody for whatever method they use. Some people use menstrual cups or things like that. Whatever works for you is what works for you, and don't let anybody put you down about what you use. I know people who use pads get a lot of stick for being disgusting or for being like, oh, you're sitting in your blood, and you are, but if that's what you're comfortable with, that's what you're comfortable with. So I just wanted to address that first and foremost. Don't let anybody make you feel pressure to use a tampon or to use a menstrual cup. It really is your own forte. Now, so once that's distinguished, we've got our period. What type of symptoms are we going to get on our period? So I'm going to just Google. It's just easier for me to Google because I will probably forget some. So we've got the ones here from Google is cramps. So you're going to get pain in your lower belly or lower back. So where I feel the pain, like I'm on my period today, like I said, now I am bloated, which is also, so you're going to get pain here, and you're going to get some pain maybe in your lower back. That can be a warning sign that your period is coming, and you can get that throughout your whole period as well. Maybe some bloating, your belly's going to look a little bit bigger and feel a little bit more bloated. Breakouts, I have makeup on but you can't really see, but I'm breaking out. Sore boobs, I'm very lucky I don't get sore boobs, but my boobs do get fuller and bigger. Feeling tired, and mood swings. So the mood swings are the most common ones, and just feeling a little bit more depressed, a little bit more down, and easily irritable. Now those are only a few symptoms. So now we've got our symptoms and how to collect. How do we know when our period is going to come again? So not sponsored by the way, I use this app here. So this is called Clue. So I love Clue, it's so good. So for example, I put in this morning that I was on my period, and it says I've got 3 more days of my period. And what you can do is you can track. So here we've got like what our flow is like. We can track the pain level. We can track our emotions, our sleep, our sex if you're having any, energy, if you've taken your contraception or not, your stool, mental health, and you can add more. There's literally loads of stuff you can add, but that is everything that I have. And I do really do like this app and really recommend it, because it is, when you first get your period, it's kind of hard to remember when it comes, and at the start it can be really irregular. So documenting this is really important. I remember when I first got my period, I didn't have an app. I didn't even know apps existed, but I used to literally just like, just get it, and I had no symptoms. It would literally just be a load of blood in my pants, and I used to get it like twice a month or 3 times a month as well at the very beginning. So it's very important to document all of that so you can have it, so you kind of have some sort of expectations. At the beginning, because you're not used to your period, it's going to feel like a lot to deal with, and I just wanted to say, like, you're not alone, you're not weird or anything like that. A period is a period. Half the population get them. It's such a normal thing. And as well, just make sure when you do get it, like, tell whoever's in your life, whether it be your mother or your parent or guardian or a sister or something, whoever you feel comfortable telling, because it is such a normal thing. They're not going to think you're weird. Like, I know telling people is so awkward. When I first got my period, I didn't tell anyone. I kind of, like, I did tell my sister, but everyone else was like, oh, I heard you got your period, and I was so embarrassed about it. But it's nothing to be embarrassed about, and people will love and support you. And as well, like, I know it can be difficult. As well, what I would recommend is just not to be embarrassed about it. I have so many period horror stories, like, just when you're adjusting to your period, it's hard to adjust to it, because, like, it's so hard. Like, you go from not bleeding out of your vagina to bleeding out of your vagina, but also having like loads of symptoms, and it can be hard. So the things I struggled with the most was, like, definitely leaking and stuff. I didn't really put on my pads properly. Like, when I first got my period, but you really have to make sure that the sides, and like I said, I recommend pads with wings, the sides of your pad are fully wrapped around your underwear, because or else it could slip and slide. Make sure you're wearing a pad that is suitable for your flow. I always recommend bigger instead of smaller, because if it's just better to have it on the bigger side, because if you have a pad that's too small, you're going to end up leaking, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with leaking. It has happened to all of us at some point, but it just kind of prevents that a bit more. So that's why I always wear the night pads, just because my flow is really heavy, and because I feel secure in that, knowing that my chances of leakage are a lot less likely. When you're sleeping, you can put a towel down if you want. I don't. Like, to be honest with you, if I get blood on the sheets, I haven't now for a few years, but if I do, I'm just like, look, it's such a normal thing, and I know it's embarrassing, but it's nothing to be ashamed about. And yeah, and as well with pain, I wanted to say, so when I first got my period, I got really, really bad period pain. Like, I'm talking really bad. Like, I used to be out of school from it. I used to just cry and scream. It was just awful. And like, it used to just really consume me. Like, I got really bad cramps. The first day and the last day were particularly bad. And I just wanted to say, period cramps to the point where you are missing out on life, you can't go places, or you are in bits, isn't normal. No matter who or tries to tell you that that's normal, that is not normal. And I just wanted to say that, because people can be quite horrible about that, like saying, I've had so many people tell me, oh, cramps are normal, get over it, watch a movie or something, shave your legs. No, when you have that level of pain, it can be unbearable. So don't let anyone try and undermine your pain. If you are experiencing pain, keep fighting that and talk to a doctor about it. I got put on the pill for my pain because when I was 16 or 17, I think I was one of those ages. Enough was enough. I got my period since I was 12. I was dealing with that pain for that long, and I just said no, not anymore. So that was my decision to go on the pill, and the pill really, really helped with my cramps, and it really made me feel a lot more at ease, a lot more comfortable with myself as well, knowing that I wasn't going to be in pain every month. Like, I am still in pain, but nowhere near as much. Other things I wanted to talk about is blood clots. So when I got my period, nobody told me about blood clots. So you can imagine, when I got my first few, I was like, what the fuck is that? It is normal for blood to clot up, and there are maybe times in your pad you might see a little like clump of blood. That's so normal. Now, one thing I will say is, if it's a little bit on the bigger side, and by a bigger side I mean bigger than maybe a coin, like a €1 coin, if it's bigger than that, maybe note that to your doctor, because I don't think they're supposed to, I could be wrong, but I don't think they're supposed to be that bigger than that. But blood clots are normal, so don't freak out, because I thought my vagina was falling off basically. So that was embarrassing. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video for anybody, because I loved these videos when I first got mine, because I didn't feel comfortable to talk to anyone about it, and I've wanted to talk about periods on here for such a long time, and I thought no better day for me to talk about it today, because I'm on my period, I'm in pain, and I don't really feel like filming anything else. So I did think this would be a good video for today. So I hope that helped. It's just a very quick guide to it. If you have any questions, or if you want me to film a part 2 to this, or anything like that, please let me know down below. And yeah, to be honest with you guys, today I said mood swings earlier. I woke up at 6 AM today. I got loads of college work done, and I did a little photo shoot, like I said earlier. It felt great, and I just want to bawl. Like, I just want to sit in my bed and cry. Like, this is the reality of periods. You're going to be a little bit more on the emotional side, and it's annoying because I love my makeup today, but I just want to take it off and just cry, to be honest with you, because I'm just so today I'm just done with today. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say for this video. But if you want me to, again, like I said, film another part to this, or to talk about it more, because I know this was a very quick guide, or if you have any questions, my social medias are linked down below as always. Comments are always open. So yeah, I hope you're keeping well. If you'd like to give this video a thumbs up, comment and subscribe, I'd really appreciate that as well. Thank you so much.